In this lecture, we will learn the fundamentals of GSAP framework. It's pretty straightforward and easy. First, let's look into the GSAP object. This object contains most of the functionalities to animate pretty much anything. You could animate the CSS, the DOM elements, etc. Since we already imported the GSAP from CDN, all you have to do is go to the folder and create a file called index.js and link it with the HTML file. Make sure that you put script tag at the bottom of the body tag. And let's add a div with a class called container. And inside we add another div element with class box. I've attached the CSS style sheet called style.css. If you haven't created one yet, please create in the same folder. And open the CSS file. Let's style the box for the demonstration by adding a background color of green with a width of 50 pixels and height also of 50 pixels. We are going to animate this element. Let's go to the index.js and add some GSAP code. The first function we are going to look at is the to function. As the name suggests, this function will move the selected element to the specified position. And this process is called tweening. Tweening in animation is a short for in-betweening, and it's the process of generating images that go between keyframes. Keyframes are the images at the beginning and the end of a smooth transition. We will learn most of the properties of this element as we move forward. For this demonstration, we will add the class of the element. Here we are adding the class box and X position to 200 pixels, which means this box will move 200 pixels horizontally. As you can see, I have a split screen server as I mentioned in the previous lecture. You can also add Y position just like how we did for the X position. We can also add multiple properties to animate the object like rotation, duration of the animation, etc. Let's add two more properties to the element to animate: the rotation and the duration. This will move the object 200 pixels away from the initial position horizontally and rotates 360 degrees. And all this occurs within 4 seconds. If you wanted to add multiple elements with the same animation, you can also achieve that by adding the elements as an array to the first parameter of the to function. For instance, I'm adding circle here. I'm adding a spacer to provide space between the box and the circle. Hop over to style.css and add the spatial class with margin 50. This way, we can have a blank space between the objects. And also we can reuse this element for future purpose. Back to the index.html. Let us add a div element with the class circle after the spacer section. Again, go back to style.css and add the circle class. I'm giving this a background color of purple and a width and height of 50 pixels. And finally, a border radius of 50 pixels. Now let us head over to index.js and we can make the box and a circle store in variables. Now we can remove the box class from the first parameter and add the array with box and circle variables. Now you can see that the animation has been applied to both the elements. Since it is a circle, you can't see the rotation, but I hope you get the idea that we can have multiple elements with the same animation that we specified in the literals. Let us discuss more about the second parameter. In the context of GSAP.to function, the curly braces enclose an object literal that defines the animation's behavior, which is passed as the second parameter to the function. Each property of the object literal represents an aspect of the animation, such as, like I said before, destination values for each animated property, the duration of the animation, easing function, delay, callbacks, and more.